George, what do you make of that one this afternoon?
Yeah, I think very impressive performance. I think we were probably frustrated at half time. I think we had a really good start to the game, and we probably didn't push on or capitalise on that start, and sort of let them back in, and obviously they didn't get the goal. And yeah, so we went in at half time. The boys were all a bit frustrated, but the boss just calmed everyone down and just told us to get back to doing the basics as well as possible, and we'll get more chances, and that's what we did.
You obviously scored that early goal. Some nice wing play led up to it.
Yeah, incredible. I've been speaking to Cindre a lot, in training and stuff like that, and trying to figure out where he's going to try and cross it when he does certain things. And yeah, today it just all sort of came together, and yeah, puts the ball on a sixpence like that, and then it's up to me to sort of put the ball in the back of the net.
It's only natural it's going to take time for the lad adjusting to a new country at the age of 19.
Of course, yeah. He's still really, really young, and to come in, I thought he was brilliant today. His work off the ball, as with Jaden on the other side, and games like today are always going to be tough for the wingers, and they're not going to have hundreds of opportunities to go 1v1 and sort of do the stuff that they want to do, but to work as hard as they both did, and we sort of get the goals from that.
How exciting a talent is he, based on what you're seeing at Playford Road from Cindre?
Yeah, he's incredible. He's got an incredible left foot, and his right foot's not bad, as you saw it across today. So yeah, he's got a bright future. He's just got to keep working hard. I know I'm certainly not going to let off him. I'll be on him every single day in the right way. But yeah, he's got a massive future, and hopefully just keeps improving for us.
And your second goal was an important one, wasn't it, in the context of the game?
Yeah, that's a great little ball from Darnell. I think it was a good team goal. Boss said after the game, it was, we had two pieces of brilliance and two pretty good team goals. So yeah, happy to contribute with two more goals. I felt like they've been coming over the last few weeks. I've probably missed a few chances that I look back and feel like I should put away, but that's football. That's the life of a striker, and yeah, today get the two chances and they're going back in the net.
I bet Marcelino's jumping up and down in there. Is the way dressing room his first goals for the club, and they weren't half decent.
Yeah, we see him do that every day after training, to be honest. So when the second one, Tails turned to me and was a bit like, he's not going to shoot from there, surely. And I said, well, if anyone's going to, it's probably going to be Nacho. So then he goes and scores the goal. So we can't really say much to him. But yeah, we see him do that every day after training. He's always taking free kicks at the end of a session. And yeah, today you see the fruits of the labour.
How big a win was this?
Yeah, massive. I think we spoke about it before the game as a group of away from home. I think we've really started to find our feet at home, and it was a big thing for us to go and sort of find our feet away from home and go and get that first goal. And I think in the past games so far this season, I think there's been times where we might have scored first or we've not scored first, and we've sort of fallen back and let the game get on top of us a little bit. And I think today we were furthest thing from that. I think we obviously conceded to go 1-1, and there was no heads dropping. Yeah, we were under a little bit of pressure at times, but that's going to happen in every single game, no matter who you're playing. Just about how we deal with it. So,
in your goals tally at this time of the season, happy enough? What do you reckon?
It should be more. I'll be the first to admit that, but like I say, that's the life of a striker. Sometimes they just don't go in the back of the net, and I'm the first person to look at myself. I don't blame anybody else. It's only me that can put it in the back of the net when I get to those positions. And I think if I wasn't getting chances, I'd be a lot more worried. But I'm always confident in my ability, and there's going to be times in the season where you maybe don't score for 2, 3, 4 games, whatever it may be, but you keep doing the right things in training, you keep doing the right things on a match day, and ultimately they'll start to go in. So yeah, you sort of saw that today.
And you're bound to back yourself at this level, particularly if the supply's there.
Yeah, of course. The level of quality that I've got around me when I'm playing up there is I think probably there's no better in the league, to be fair. So it's just about me continuing to put myself in the right positions, and when those opportunities come, staying cool, staying calm, and doing everything I can to put it back in that.
And closing in on the top 6 as well.
Yeah, that's not something we're too focused on, to be honest. It's about us, it's about performance, it's about results, obviously. But at the same time, we've had a lot of new signings, and it's something that we don't use it as an excuse anymore, because I think we've been together long enough. But at the same time, there is little details that do take sometimes a little bit longer, and that's just that. So we keep working hard in training every single day. If we can keep starting games, and pushing on in games like we did today, then hopefully we can keep winning games.
You went off okay for Tuesday there? Was it the hamstring, like the gaffer said?
Yeah, fine. I just slipped, and my hamstring decided it was going to cramp up on me as well as my quad. So I don't really know. I've never had cramp in my quad quite like that, to be honest. So I don't really know what happened, but I'm all good. I'll be all good for Tuesday for sure.
Thanks, George.
Nice one.
George, you have your first Ipswich Town brace tonight. I guess the next one you want to tick off will be an Ipswich Town hat-trick at some point.
Yeah, most definitely. It's been a long time coming, personally, but I was hoping to go out there and once I got the second, I was hoping to nick another opportunity and get the third, but I'm sure that'll come on another day. It's just, like I said, keep working hard and hopefully more goals will come.
Yeah, it felt like as much as Ipswich needed this, you needed this as well in the way, didn't you? Because the last few weeks I think have been frustrating. You look at what happened at Borough and maybe some other opportunities passing you by. This is the time when those chances fall to you and you're able to take them.
Yeah, of course. It's you can't get too upset by missing a chance. Ultimately, I try and score every single chance that I get. I'm never trying to miss them, but sometimes for whatever reason, whether it's it's me, whether it's something else around me, it's sometimes they just don't go in. Like I say, I'm the first person to look at myself. Sometimes probably a little bit too hard on myself, so trying to get out of that habit and just next one. You miss one, there's another one coming. Just keep doing the right things, and same when they're going in. If you score one, next one, you can't dwell on it whether it's gone in or whether it's not gone in. It's part and parcel of being a striker. So just keep putting myself in the right positions as often as possible, and the more chances I get, the more goals I'll get.
Yeah, a lot of ways to score a goal. You're liking those headers though, aren't you? A couple today, and they're a big part of your game.
Yeah, for sure. Probably score a few more with the size of me, but it's always nice to like you say, get in the right areas and the opportunities come. So to score two headers, I think both deliveries, the one from Cindre in the first half and the little stand up to the back post from D in the second half, both great deliveries, and it's just about me trusting that I know where they're trying to find and being in position at the right time.
Yeah, and this is also the kind of conditions you like, isn't it? I remember talking to you after Millwall at home a couple of years ago. You said, I'm from up north, I love these kind of conditions, and this is the same thing, isn't it? This is what you like.
Of course, yeah, a bit of rain, bit of wind, a little bit cold. I'm never going to complain about that. It gives you a little bit more energy, if anything. Run around a little bit more. Got to keep yourself warm. So, yeah, these conditions, I'm never going to be one to wish them away.
Cheers.
George, we spoke to Casey in the week, and he mentioned about perhaps the mindset when you don't score in the first 20, 30 minutes, particularly away from home, can make an impact. With that in mind, how important was it to score in the first couple of minutes today?
I think it's always important, score as early as you can, ultimately get that first goal. But I think a big thing we've spoke about recently is, if that goal doesn't come in the first 20, 30, 40, 70 minutes, it's not a time to panic. It's, at home, away from home, there's going to be games where you can't beat everybody 4-5-0, 4-1, whatever it may be. There's going to be times where you need to grind the 1-0 out and you're going to score in the 95th minute. That counts for exactly the same as a 5-0 result. It doesn't count for any more just because you score more goals. So for us, it's just about not letting any sort of atmosphere, whether that's home or away, get on top of us. And we understand fans get frustrated at times, and it's just about us managing that and keep doing the basics well and keep improving as a team. And like I say, whether it takes us 2 minutes like it did today or it takes us 92 minutes, if you get the win and you score the goal and keep a clean sheet at the back, then it doesn't really matter when the goal comes. It's just about keeping level-headed and keeping doing what we do best.
And it's a first win on the road this season. Is that a bit of a weight lifted off your shoulders as a group?
I wouldn't say weight lifted off our shoulders. I think it's been coming. I think we've been unlucky at times. At times we've probably just not been good enough. I think today we showed a lot of good qualities about what we've been speaking about during the week and over the past couple of weeks, to be fair. So it was a really big result for us as a group, for the fans, to come away and see us win. So hopefully it's the start of a good run.
And you mentioned the fans, 3 goals in the second half in front of that away end. They were enjoying themselves, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, and rightly so. The more we can have them jumping about like that, the better it means we're doing our job. So yeah, I thought the fans were brilliant up there. Didn't stop singing all day, to be fair to them. And yeah, credit to every single one of them.